Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I got up late this morning, too late to go fishing. I was trying to think of some other type of video to make, so I decided to come over to the local boat ramps and do a little video about those, so that if you're new to the area or you're coming down to visit, you might, Panama City area, you might be able to find a place to launch your boat. Right now I'm at the Buchanan boat route. It's under the Highway 79 bridge. We'll walk around, take a little video, and I'll talk a little bit about it. This boat route connects to the Intercoastal Waterway. As you can tell, the tide is slow now, and it is well, it's shallow out from it. As you can see, if you go left, you're going to be on bottom, and straight out isn't much better. It has one single ramp, and you can probably fit 20 vehicles with trailers here. It does have a pier. I've found when launching the boat here, the best way to do so is to back in the ramp and then launch your boat. When you get in it, depart. When you're ready to depart, turn and go back under the bridge here at the end of the pier. It's a little bit deeper that way. Over that way you're going to hit bottom. It's just how it is. As far as facilities, have a trash barrel, you have parking. On the other side of that pylon right there, you do have a porta potty that you can use. The area is maintained by the county, by Bay County. On the north side of the bridge, of the Highway 79 bridge, that is, there's another place that you may launch a boat, a small boat or a kayak. I've launched kayaks here many times, and it's a little bit deeper out. The drawback is there's no pier. It also launches out into the Intercoastal Waterway, which of course opens in the West Bay, and if you go the other way, it goes to Choctawhatchee Bay. It's the drawback here, like I said, is there's no pier, so you have to be careful what you do with your boat. You're going to pull up on rocks if you get here. That's why I usually use it just for a kayak. Those gulls are really busy this morning. This is the area surrounding the Crooked Creek boat ramp. Crooked Creek boat ramp is off of County Highway 388 west of the airport. They claim they have parking for 5 trailers. You may could get a few more in here. It's for small boats only, mostly due to the fact that the Crooked Creek's really shallow at the mouth going into the bay. I suggest that you stay to the left going out and follow the markers. Drawback to this place is it's steep. It's a steep ramp, but it's really nice. They really have it set up. It's ran by Bay County and maintained by Bay County. You have 2 lanes to get down, piers to tie off to. Really nice ramp in the long run, but like I said, it's probably a lot better for smaller boats. And I've launched here a few times, and it's a nice little place. Have little picnic areas over off of that boardwalk over there. You have a pier, And to fish off of, you have your porta toilet and, like I said, picnic areas. Here comes someone with a small boat now. Alright, now we're out at the Burnt Mill Creek boat route. Burnt Mill Creek is one of the more popular places to launch. Both boaters and kayakers find this to be a great jumping out point to West Bay. And the fishery in Burnt Mill Creek keeps kayakers coming back. Not fancy, but it is well maintained. It's an easy launch. You just have to just stay in the channel. It's especially during the winter time when we get the super low tides. You need to know how to pick your way around here. But it is an awesome little fishery here. It's very, very popular. If you have a kayak or a small boat, this would probably be the place for you to come and fish and learn. Like I said, most people, when asked where to start when they're new here, are told to come to Burnt Mill Creek and fish. It's got a great fishery. Right now the trout are still sort of in between, but later they'll be moving up Burnt Mill Creek toward the 388 bridge over Burnt Mill Creek, and there you'll get them there during the winter. It's a great place for redfish too. The Donald Penny boat route on Fanning Bayou. It's a rather small route, one single lane, one pier. It's at the back of Fanning Bayou. Not very much in the way of parking. Pretty good for small boats. I've launched a kayak out of here before and fished Fanning Bayou up until it got to North Bay. This is the Mckenzie boat route. It's in Southport. It's a small route, and this is the first time I've been here since the hurricane last year, Hurricane Michael. And I want to see what the difference is. They used to have more piers here, so let's see what it looks like now. It's at the mouth of Fanning Bayou, and just south of the Bailey Bridge. They used to have 2 lanes. Looks like it may be down to 1 now. Used to have 2 piers. Not looking good on that. Had several boats tied up in here. Not anymore. Leslie Porter Wayside Park has a boat route that launches out into North Bay, just on the east side of the Bailey Bridge, going into Lynn Haven off of Highway 77. Very nice. Lots of good parking. Good facilities that had damage from Hurricane Michael, and they were out busy repairing it. Route looked good. Looked very good. I personally never launched here. I need to come over and take my boat out and fish North Bay sometime. This is the area of Mckenzie Park off of 5th Street in Lynn Haven that you can come to and launch your kayak. From time to time I've seen people with small john boats come and put those in, you know, something they can carry by hand. Keep in mind that right now it's extremely low tide, and it usually doesn't look quite this way. There was quite a bit of damage in this area, and people are still recovering. It's been more than a year. So, but I have floated the kayak out of here many times. You're in North Bay. The power plant is across the bay from you. Just around the edge there is the Bailey Bridge, and that is the old fuel dock there. This is Lynn Haven Bayou over here. I hope I'm not moving the camera too fast. This is the McCall Everett Park South public boat ramp area. It's on the south side of Deer Point Lake Dam on North Bay. They decided they needed more fresh water around, so they dammed up part of the bay so that the fresh water from the creeks on the north side would fill up and make it a freshwater area. And on the south is brackish water, where we're at the opening in the North Bay. Launched here before, fished the dam and the areas to the southeast side. Haven't actually fished down the other side. You have two ramp areas here, and you have a public pier back over there. Pretty nice little area. This is the Shoreline Circle boat ramp on Pretty Bayou. It's a very good place to launch. There's not a lot of parking. It's single lane. It opens up in the Pretty Bayou on Upper Grand Lagoon, and the parking is pretty much here, there, and down that side of the road there, and that's it. But it's very busy. If you're over here on the weekend during the summer, you better be early. Fortunately, this is a Saturday in November. Wind's blowing like a cyclone, and it's cool. This is the Carl Gray Park public boat ramp. It's on the east side of the Hathaway Bridge. Here are your parking spots. Back over here, it looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can park down the edge. Back this way is the actual park with the picnic areas that people come to, and they come and wade fish out here. Now keep in mind, this is about as bad as it gets. This is a very low tide, so it doesn't get any worse than this as far as tide goes. Look at that grass. Good, goodly good. But I've launched out of here, had no problem whatsoever. Of course, I'm in a 15-foot skiff. I've seen some larger boats launch out of here, but it probably needs to be on high tide. The Carl Gray Park public boat ramp. This is the West Hathaway Bridge Wayside Park boat ramp. It's on the west end of the Hathaway Bridge, thus the name. It's steep. It drops off a good bit, and it's really only recommended for smaller boats. If if I were launching here, and I have with a kayak, never have launched my boat here, I would be sure to stay over to the right hand side or the center of the ramp, because if you can see that, it's got a drop off at the end. If you have a really long trailer, your tires are going to get caught behind that and you're liable to damage your trailer. It's a good place if you want to go fish the Hathaway Bridge, or over in that direction is the Navy base. Not really much parking. You park along the side. People park there and walk around and fish under the Hathaway Bridge with their cast nets. This is St. Andrews Marina. St. Andrews Marina sustained a good bit of damage from Hurricane Michael. The boat ramp, as you can see, there's still some debris, but people still launch boats here. Most all the boats that were moored out there sank. They had to be pulled out. The problem with launching here now is you used to park over here, and right now I see a boat trailer there, and you might get away with it for now, but the parking there was bought by some of the restaurants here, and I know last year they would have you towed. If you park there, they expected you to park way down yonder. This is the boat ramp area. There's St. Andrews State Park. If you have a larger boat, this is where I recommend that you launch. This is where most people launch. This is a pay-per-launch area, and they have plenty of parking there, and you probably can't see it through there, but overflow parking's there, and I've even seen them parked down the road. This is a busy place during the summer. Get here early. If you're my brethren in a kayak and you come here, when you turn Deepwater Point, well, just try to stay out of the way. Try not to go out to the jetties on it, because these boats can't even see you on radar, and with the waves it's hard for them to see you, and there could be accidents. And you also have ripping currents going through there to wash out into the Gulf. This is the fastest access to the Gulf. This is where Dolphin Street boat launch is. It's on Grand Lagoon, but it's closed right now for repairs. And this is the little ramp. It's the Dolphin boat ramp overflow parking lot that you can launch a kayak here. It's at the end of Oreo Street.